Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Matt Capper, and this is another video on Raid Shadow Legends. Free to play 2025. The Hell Hades challenge is back. This challenge is a little bit rough for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a little bit rough. How rough? Well, I'm getting my sweet ass beaten. That's how rough. But we shall not go down in the night. We shall not surrender. Here we are. We're level 52, and we hard pushed that yesterday to be able to open up Curse City. We did show some success in Curse City. We'll start with our progress in the different areas. So here, we were able to actually use all 8 keys, though I tell you, I don't think I have Bommel. I couldn't pass this. I tried it, and I don't even want to think about what this when I don't have anything over here. If we can get Bellower to a good strong level, maybe one day. So I think we've pushed as far as we can. I think maybe I don't see anything here for damage. But we'll see. Maybe we can get to one more or two more. But it looks like we're pretty much where we are. So hey, we were able to get 8 keys. I'll take it. Also, incidentally, I didn't realize it defaults to hard. Why Plarium? But I beat the first one on hard. And then I got nothing here, but I got to tell you, I'm pretty impressed that I beat the first one on hard, given we're 1 month in. Siege, we lost, but I would like to say that I was the only one. I think at the time, where's the battle? Can we not see the battle reports anymore? You just don't get to see it. We fought against Alice. We lost. Their team is obviously much more focused on actually playing as a whole. Like all of them are still playing. We clearly are not. Oh, I gotta do man arms. Oh, here we are. So if we look here, currency. Oh, all time. We've only had one battle. So all time, you see attack victories. There's a couple. Some good job. But who's that? Who's that sexy defensive 3 victories and 2 attack victories? I don't know how Hades got 3 attacks. I was only able to do 2 attacks. So I don't know if that had to do with level. But I think we've always been 1 level apart. We're both at 52 now. So I'm not quite sure what happened there, how that works. But somehow he had an extra attack that I didn't. A couple of them did. Easy Raider did as well. But I did get 3 defenses. Pretty happy about that. Crushed it. I think I crushed Bronze Soul. I don't remember. I was over here, I think. Oh no, that's for the new one. We gotta worry about that. I'm here. Anyway, point being, I've won some defenses. I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, what else do we got? We have Doom Tower. I'm hard stuck here. I can push it down to maybe a 3rd health left, but the reality is, without a cleanse and without good resistance type gear to let someone like Alice through or even Kale, it's just not in the books right now, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. I did go to hard, and I put it on auto, and it didn't win. I think I could probably push a couple levels in hard, but we'll maybe get there. Other things we have for Arena were Gold 3 and Bronze 2 and Bronze 1, respectively. Clan Boss. We've been able to hit all 3. We've done okay. The worst probably for me is Clan Boss. I'm not very happy with a 9.927. The best I've hit is 11. But I'm really at the point where I got to figure something else out. I got to start making the push here, and it's probably going to be Morag. We'll talk more about that in a minute, but for now, just know that this is not the team I'm looking for. It's not doing it for me, frankly. It's not doing it. So we're going to have to figure out something. I'm Brutal. I believe I 2-key. Yeah, I 2-key Brutal. I don't hit hard anymore. So I 2-key Brutal, and I put 2 keys into Nightmare. Our goal is pushing. That's one of our hard goals for month 2 is to really push ourselves to 2-key and better in Nightmare. Arena, well, we already talked about. Faction Wars could be better. We'll look at rankings. But I'm 175 keys. Ogren is my best because I literally have a 5-man team of champions that are staying on the team. But you see how many I just don't have anyone for. Skinwalkers, Undead. These are food that I've used with like Fusion champions. I put some gear on just to get some levels. Lizardman, High Elf 11, Whoopee, Sacred Order. Actually, sorry, Sacred Order is further only because I can push further even though I don't have a full team. because I do have Alice and Aethel and Mistress of Hymns and Armiger. So we do have 4 of a 5-man team there. So it is definitely the better of the two, but just, you know, we just need that extra one. But you see, even Dark Elf, I have 19, but we're not going any further. And you see the ones down here, a lot of straggling. So it's hard to get. It's hard. It's hard. You need to have champions. You need to have at least one champion there to get any movable. You can sometimes, with a good AoE champion, for example, you can carry it forward. But it's at this point, it is what it is. We'll get champions. We'll get more stars, and we'll be happy. Oh my god, why do I always do that? So that's Faction Wars. Dungeons. We can show the levels more here. We'll talk about this when we show the rankings. So that one is fine. We're obviously doing 12-3 Brutal. On Nightmare, I can't do 12-7. And so there's a few others that have only 2-starred. I can go back and 3-star. I'm pretty sure I can get through them at any time. But I can't get past 12-7. So until I get past 12-7, I just don't think there's a use for it. What else do we have here? Oh, we're going to talk about dungeons later. So that's about it. We'll take a look at champions here. Not a huge stable. Really, I would say the only champions pulled that are in active use. I pulled Taragi. So we got Alice for free. We got Ugo for free. We got Tabitha as the fusion. Kale was my starter. Taragi I pulled. Tagore was part of that starter pack. I pulled Occult Brawler. I picked Mordecai from Code. I got Morag because of a code that opened up Plarium points, which got me her. And then we built Armiger. You could say I pulled him technically, but he's uncommon. Let's not kid ourselves. I also bought him from the shop when I had to. Fully booked. And then we've got Aethel and we have Visionary. I wouldn't exactly call them useful, but they're kind of in that mid-range of possible. We also have Infernal Baroness. We have Tarshan. Infernal Baroness is going to be for Spider. I'm going to eventually use her for Spider 20. And Tarsh will be, he's a taunt champion. And he's got some good usability in Hydra, as well as against the Magma Dragon. So he's got some usability. We do have him at 5-star. We can possibly get him to 50 and then just tank him out, and hopefully he'll be enough, because I don't want to use a 6-star on him anytime soon. We did keep Matt, what's his name? Oh my god. Fleshmonger. I just blanked it. He's a 4-star, so I kept him because it's going to be good for Cursed City. He does have an AoE decreased defense. It is the big boy decreased defense too. It's not 100%, but it is very helpful and very usable. So we have him available. We have some fusion stuff. Mistress of Hymns, who in 2018 was a nice little Dark Horse champion. Not anymore. Shinoru, never liked her. Still don't like her. Don't know how I'm going to use her other than Faction Wars. Bellower, he's a project. We have more important fish to fry, but eventually we're going to get him leveled up because he does yeoman's work and he is pretty good anywhere there's waves or need to control with the stun set. There's a whole bunch of different ways you can use him, as well as a speed farmer. Though, frankly, I'm probably never going to build him as a speed farmer because I don't need him as a speed farmer. Alice does it in 10 seconds. That's fine. 9 seconds. I think his name is Vildrax or Vildra. He's a Hex champion, so definitely usable. And Claude has an increased accuracy, which might have some really good use in Hydra. He does have some heals and shields too. He's a little bit too much like Tagore. They kind of fill the same role right now. And Tagore is just more generally useful because he's got revives. But I think at some point they'll both probably find use. So it's a long-term project there. Same with Yizzo. He's good, but he's not great. He's kind of old school. He's kind of power crept, but might be useful. Fear Gun, gosh, I don't know if I'm ever going to use her, but Bomba would be the only place I can think of. She's got bombs. Her kit's kind of weird. She's a fusion champion, so eventually, should I get super lucky in pulling, we might use her to get, can you imagine? Get Mikage. And then just some rare champions that have some usability here. Obviously, Eris, War Maiden, and the Seducer himself, as well as some, I did keep a couple other rares that might be usable depending on what I need, mainly in factions. And then, of course, we're keeping all the possible fusion champions available. And then there's some more fusion champions available here and some food that I had kind of built up and then I needed the space. So that's the team. That's all I've got. Now let's round this out by taking a look at the rankings. And we'll start with the leaderboard. Let me bring it up here. So here's the leaderboard. As you can see, I'm currently in, I believe, 8th place. Hey, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Right? I don't have any extra legendaries. I didn't get any magical wins. I've just been pushing hard and doing what I can. So I'll take the 8th. As far as progress, so actually maybe the easiest way is to do this and then the creator board. So it says here I'm 7th, so I don't know why I'm 7th and 8th. I think I was maybe 7th at the end of the first month. So champion development, I'm 19th. I'm well behind. I only have 5. A lot of people have 6. Someone might even have 7 by now. Great Hall development, 16th. I've been focusing on certain champs. I am not in gold 5. Most importantly, that's a big difference not being in gold 5, especially when you don't get a lot of fights in like you do in silver and bronze, but it's well worth it because each one's worth 4 medals, right? Faction Wars 18th, we kind of talked about that. Classic Arena 10th. I'm in gold 3. I'm trying. Well, maybe we'll get to 4 by the end of this period. I doubt it, but I'm hoping. Tag Team 13, but there's a lot of bronze too, so I don't know exactly how that's shaking out. Fastest Champion 243. I'm 11th. I'm 10th in campaign. I stopped when I couldn't beat 12-7. So I could have gotten more of these, but it would have been a waste because the next reward is getting 3-star everything. To do that, I have to beat 12-7 on Nightmare. So I don't know how I'm going to do that, but hopefully at some point we'll be able to. Demon Lord progress, I'm 5th, hitting Brutal at 16.84 is my best. Painting about 9.25 as we saw. I'm hitting around 10 on Nightmare, and I need Nightmare to be around 15 right now. I'd like to be able to 3-key it, or even 2-key it would be nice. Hydra, 9th. Chimera, 7th. I don't know to put a lot of stock in these, but they are there. Dragon, 13. Ice Golem, 15. Fire Knight, 16. As expected, Spider is where I'm, because I do have Mordecai, which helps me get through that 16, 17, 18. Not quite 19 and 20, though we are working on it. So Spider is one area that I'm doing well. Minotaur, I just happen to have the second fastest time. Don't know how, don't know why, but I'll take it. And then I own the potion dungeons, which I think are very undervalued. To only get 105 points out of being first in the Arcane Dungeon, Void Keep, Spirit Keep, Magic Keep, and third and fourth Force Keep. These, by the way, were just when I was farming the missions for Arbiter. So, yeah, I'll take it. Whatever. And then we're Iron Twins, Sand Devil, and Shogun. I've really just ignored. I kind of pushed it a couple times and then walked away. And third in Event Dungeon. I got 18. I thought I was pretty happy with that. I haven't visited it recently. When I realized I wasn't getting enough points to make the tournament worth it, I put my points or my energy elsewhere. But that's where we are. So total 8th or 7th, if you believe this one. I believe it's 8th is the current. So that is where we are. And let's talk about what we are going to be doing going forward. Our focus for this month. Where is our focus? First off, tonight, Void Dungeon opens, and then we get these potions. I'm on 20, so it shouldn't take long to get 5 superior potions. Then we're off to the races. We can do Fire Knight stage 10. We can do 14 on auto. So I'll just do it until we get 10 artifacts. That's going to be the most expensive one for us to do. The Spider, you only have to land a single one, and 10, I'll land that in 1 or 2 runs. And then 7.5 million on Demon Lord, we can do that. And then we've got the Relic Keeper. The only caveat is I can't finish Relic Keeper until I get the potion dungeon for Force open. I underestimated my Force small potions, and so I don't have enough. So I just need that to open to farm those potions, and then Relic Keep will be fine. Everyone's all leveled up to 40, ready to go. All the other champions are fully potioned. I'm just waiting for the 2 Force affinity. I think I won it 2 and 1 with no ascensions. So once I get that, then I'll be able to fuse Relic Keeper, get the 2 legendary tomes, and start moving on to the last group. I know that at least Hell Hades is well ahead of me, but I also know there's a chance to catch up, right? He's stuck on, as everyone gets to, on the arena missions. And if I can breeze through the rest, get to the arena missions, and hard push arena, maybe using refills if I have to, whatever it takes. Obviously, I'll be further along. We'll all be further along in our accounts by then. Maybe I can get a few more battles each round, those sort of things. Maybe I can make this gap a little bit closer to get to Arbiter. Arbiter is obviously a tremendous goal for anyone to get to. So the sooner we can get her on the account, especially given how poor our luck has been in pulling shards, or how average our luck has been on pulling shards, Yeah, well, we'll take it, and hopefully we'll get something, because we have not been able to do it through this thing here. This portal has been terrible, or rather, it's been average, and it's been great for a few others. So we would like some of that great opportunity. We haven't so far. I know luck will probably even out over the long term. So hey, maybe we'll show up in month 2 and pull a couple of legendary OP champions. So that's all I have for you. That's the update on the thing. Oh, we were going to talk about, so one focus, of course, is getting the missions done. The second focus will be doing Spider 20, and we'll be doing that using Mordecai and Infernal Baroness. You have an opportunity here where you can use Infernal Baroness as your weak affinity tank. Now, Mordecai is a weak affinity champion, but he places HP burns, so you don't have to worry about weak hits in the Spider 20. What you do have to worry about, and let's pretend this is stage 20 here, because it'll be the same spirit, it'll be Spirit Affinity. So what you do is I put Mordecai here, and we probably keep a couple. We'll probably keep a couple healers, and we get Infernal. Where are you, Infernal? If I can find you with my eyes. So this would be the team I would use, and because he's the lead, Infernal Baroness has a Veil single champion targeted. He'll Veil Mordecai, or she'll Veil Mordecai. Everyone else will be strong affinity, and there's one neutral affinity. I might have to move her out if I find the targeting, although she has pretty good HP, so probably won't be a problem. As long as Infernal Baroness has enough survivability and resistance, or I can put her in a lifesteal with counterattack. Probably I won't even do a counterattack champion. We call that the coin flip method. Not really a fan of it. But I can build her pretty tanky, and because she's weak affinity, and because the other 3 champions in this group are fat as AF, and we can play around with different ones. We probably maybe want turn meter manipulation here, so that's probably more accurately what I would do. So as long as Armiger doesn't become fodder for over Baroness, and that's just a matter of balancing HPs, you give yourself a little more HP on your Armiger, around 30k HP. He should be fine, even if she's up to 60, 70. And this will work. So this is the team we'll be using for Spider 20 when we get there. We just have to get there. And that's a chance of finishing booking Mordecai, which is my current my current goal is to finish booking him. He's the one I'm working on right now. I was working on him early, and I kind of regret it because Taragi needs books. He's out. So as far as books here, we need a couple more books here. We need 4 total, but really the 2 would be the most important. Though we do like the extra chance to buff, so we probably want to fully book her. Ugo is fully booked. Unfortunately, I didn't save anything on the A1. Tabitha is fully booked. Didn't earn anything there, but I do like the fact that her passive allows the cooldown when she revives a champion. So she revives someone, and one of these 2 things will be reduced cooldown. It's a great extra thing to have. Kale, he's Kale. Taragi, we're working on right now. We're working on his abilities. I did, rather than going right to War Master, I did go for the sniper, which is the extra chance to putting a debuff down, so his A1's a little bit more effective, especially until I can get books into him. He is next in line after I finish with Mordecai, who unfortunately everything had gone into here first. My last book was actually the first book into this. So we need that cooldown, because I just don't think we'll be able to kill the spider without the reduced cooldown. Or we get Miscreated Monster. One of those 2 things has to occur. And then we have Morag we're working on, and Armiger, as we already talked about. So the book priority will be Mordecai, then Taragi, then Morag. At least Morag's A3, although frankly, this would be a good cooldown too for the strengthen. And then finally, we'll go to Tagore. And that's how it stands now without pulling anyone else. So that's the book situation, and that's Spider. As far as my clan boss, we are going to be making a change to the team. So we'll go here to the clan boss team. The team as I have it right now, and we'll show you how the brutal. I really don't pay attention. I just auto it. I get 15 to 16 mil. It's fine. The problem here is that Kale is becoming a health liability. He dies too quickly. And once we get Taragi's skills up and we get his War Master proc, we're probably going to replace Kale and we're probably going to replace, I would say, eventually Alice, and we're going to put in a Cult Brawler and Morag. The reason is Morag's ally attack will give me more attacks, and even if we keep Alice in and remove Tabitha, it'll give us more attacks, which means more A1s, which is more Brimstone from Alice. It means more attack down chances for Taragi. It means more leech chances for Ugo, and it means more heals if we keep Tabitha in. And if we have a Cult Brawler in, it means more poison. So all scenarios, the A1s are very effectual on that team, which is why I want to make that team. And my God, Chopper has Siffy. I just saw that. I hate you, Chopper, and I hope you stub your knee on a couch. There you go. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe we'll pull something and change that, but as of now, that's the team I'm gonna go with. I haven't decided whether I like the attack up with Tabitha, so I gotta say probably we'll test both and see whether the extended life and the early damage from Tabitha with the attack up is better, or whether removing Alice and keeping Tabitha in, or keep Alice in and remove Tabitha for Morag. We'll see which one of those works, but we have to get those levels up. So that's the hard focus here, is Mordecai and Morag to 6-star and booked. That's kind of my right now goal. And of course finishing Taragi's books and his masteries. So that's where we are. That's your update. Thank you for watching. I didn't put any music in on the background here. Let me know if you even care if there's music. To me, it feels a little bit quiet, but to you, it may not matter at all. Wish me luck. Hopefully month 2, we can continue what we did right and fix what we did wrong and have a little sprinkle of pixie dust in between. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please consider hitting the thumbs up and subscribe. Maybe even a cheeky little notify. And most importantly, be safe, be kind, and we'll see you in the next video.